Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
You sound so excited.
I don't know.
From RNA Music.
Yay.
Your favorite mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson academy. School of Instruction and Rockness. Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's right.
See, because there's a Texas sign over there.
Is it? Yep.
Yeah, over there.
I can't see it.
Yeah. So this is where we answer questions.
That's right.
And we do unboxing videos.
True.
We do all kinds of stuff. Today we're going to answer questions.
Sounds good.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Now don't forget to subscribe to RNA Music. This is your first time here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to get more videos, thumbs up, all that good stuff. All you regulars, go ahead and just thumbs up right now because you know you're going to later, probably. I hope. And let's get into the video.
Sounds good.
First question, Angela. Just Fun Guitar. Hey there. Good stuff. New question. What is the best way to build tone in the lower register? Hashtag KTMA. Hashtag Crikey Pat.
Yes.
What's the best way to build tone in the lower register, Angela?
Building tone below the register is just good breathing techniques and
Proper air support.
yes, always proper air support, proper posture. Having
I have bad posture, sorry.
yes, he does have horrible posture. But keeping your chest up, but then whenever you want to sing high, you usually lift your chin, and when you want to sing, you usually drop your chin. So
Don't do that.
sometimes you do. I mean, a lot of people they do to go low.
Doesn't it pinch off your air supply when you do that?
Well, it's not. I mean, you're not bringing it back like this. You just
Yeah, don't do that.
You're just scooping. Anyways, just a lot of good air supply, good posture, still using your diaphragm and good support with your diaphragm. I don't really do a lot of lower register training because most of my vocal students are little girls.
They're not trying to max out their lower register.
Right. But just singing down the scale and making sure your pitch stays consistent with the scale, going down the scale, I think that helps quite a bit. So, yeah, that's how you kind of build it. I mean, you don't really build it. You can scoop up and sing down to that and then come right back up. But it's just practicing going through the scales down as low as you can and maintaining. And sometimes you'll have to adjust your posture because we tend to, when we think low, we tend to
Slouch.
go low. And when we think high, a lot of times when people sing high, they start to lean and raise their head, and you don't have to do all that. You just have to make sure you're nice and relaxed, and the only foundation, only thing that should be moving necessarily is your diaphragm. In and out and pressing in and out and making sure that you have enough air to support it. So just practicing your scales and practicing songs that you know that are low, that challenge you, and gently moving your voice up and down to hit those notes with ease and in correct pitch. You have anything to add to that?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm like, I think you got it all. Other than proper, like with the shape of your mouth when you're singing certain things.
Well, it depends on like your vowels, doing like ooh.
Because isn't that a thing? Like a lot of people use the wrong mouth shape.
Because if you can't go with your mouth open. You can't necessarily have your mouth. I mean, you can have your mouth drop open, but doing oohs, ooh, making U sounds. Ooh, you'll get used to that deep sound. I try to tell my girls that they can sing low notes. They don't think about it because usually with the vowel U, I'm like, just go, Now slow it down. Now go back up. So there's your range of your lower.
Get that Tony Braxton thing going.
Yeah. So there's a lot of your range. So if you can go even lower, you know that you can hit a lower note. So having that you can go in from a low note to a high note or high. You can hit a little bit lower, and you'll feel it in your chest. It'll resonate more in your chest when you're singing lower notes. You'll feel it.
Yeah.
Than you will hear in your throat or in the back of your jaw, the top of your mouth, and the roof of your mouth to the first part of your nasal cavity to the higher part of your nasal cavity, where sopranos usually, the sound of their voice usually is maintained, or not maintained, but they can hit. So feeling it real here, a lot in your chest right here. You're doing it properly.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of it's been bugging me. I can't think of the name. There's a name for everything. Mm-hmm. There's the name for proper mouth shape.
Yeah.
For a certain I don't know. It escapes me at the moment.
Yeah.
I've sat through enough choir directors talking about it.
But a lot of times with choir, getting a choir sound and getting a natural sound for your own voice are two different things.
Yeah, that's true.
So learning a choir technique might not necessarily help you sing like a like a really
pop rock,
right,
soul,
or whatever you're trying to do. So just feel what your body naturally does, and then support what your body naturally does. Don't try to force your body, because when you force your body, you'll constrict something, and then you can hurt or damage your vocal cords, because your vocal cords will pick up the slack wherever your body is trying to conform to that sound. So if you keep your body nice and relaxed, where your shoulders and your arms are relaxed, and just use your diaphragm and your chest and the air in your chest, and just let it move through your mouth and through your throat into your mouth, and let it just naturally flow. I think you feel where it actually feels natural for you in your lower register to sing by making your mouth fit certain types. And sometimes, especially if it doesn't come naturally to some people, and you haven't been trained, because I can't see you to see how your body and how you're standing up straight. Because a lot of girls will sing like this. Well, you just completely like a water hose pinched off your air supply. And then their voice will have like this sound like this. And so they'll have this little kind of, and because some part of your body is going to overcompensate, and usually for girls it's their nose will overcompensate for their voice whenever and so they'll have this kind of sound to their voice whenever they're turning to the side.
So use a mirror.
And then, but if you stand up straight, your voice has a natural flow, and you won't think about it. It'll just go naturally. Same thing with your lower notes. You have to think of what feels naturally, and then try to go down a little bit lower from that, and go a little bit lower. But don't force your body to do it. And if you feel like your body is being forced to do it, then you know that some part of your body needs to relax even more and let the natural part of your body flow to get those notes.
Yeah, good stuff. I don't know. She knows more than I do. That's for sure.
Just from watching people, I can see that. I'm like, ooh, that doesn't sound right. And then I examine how they're standing, how their mouths are shaped, and stuff like that. And I can see for different sounds that people in the different way they sing have their mouths open a little bit more, or they're closed a little bit. They sing through their teeth. If they want to sound like this. We have like teethy sound. There's just so many things that I've noticed over the years that if you want to have that sound, you have to get this posture.
Yeah.
So.
That's what it looks like too. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the question.
Yeah.
Just fun guitar. Next question. Stephen Scharf. EMG pickups, they are pretty nice myself. I prefer passive pickups usually, an Alnico 5. Say, question, does Lace Sensor still make pickups? I remember when I used to work at a guitar shop, they had a whole selection of humbuckers and single coils. That is a cool hat. Also, Angela, you teach ukulele. Do you use, that's hard to say, do you use ukulele?
Yeah, it's like
Do you use ukulele to help with songs and music arrangement? Good question.
Yeah.
As far as Lace Sensors, yeah, they still make pickups. Had to go Google it. Google it, like a bass player. And I'm like, oh yeah, they still make them. I mean, Sweetwater sells them. They're still for sale. They still have their own website. You can go and buy directly from Lace if you want to. Yeah, so they're still around, apparently. I think they're not as popular as, let's say, Seymour Duncan, EMG. Those are household names. Now, Bare Knuckle has become kind of the PRS to the EMG and Seymour Duncan. DiMarzio, those are like the brands that have been around for a long time. Lace has been around for 40 years as well. So they just celebrated Lace pickups, 40 years of Lace pickups. So they've been around a while too, but I think they're a little bit on the less known probably list. But yeah, they're still around. I've never used them. Never played them. I don't think. Not a huge fan. So they're not really even on my radar very much. But
Okay.
they're no EMG. I'm just saying right there. All right, Angela, do you teach ukulele? Do you use ukulele to help with songs and music arrangement?
No.
I was wondering where that was going to go. I thought, did you teach you teach songs on ukulele?
I do. I teach songs on ukulele. I do. But I don't help with like songs we perform, playing ukulele with songs we perform, and the musical arrangement of songs that we perform. If that's what you're asking. No, I don't. But I do teach the kids to arrange their own.
Start that over. I do teach the kids.
I do teach the kids how to write their own songs and arrange their own music. And I teach them how easy it is, especially with ukulele. If you know C, G, F, A minor, E minor, you can write any ukulele type songs.
D.
But for the most part, the traditional ukulele sounding songs.
That's FCG.
FCG. There's even Aloha Oi, written by the Queen of Hawaii, is just FCG.
F, C's, and G's. Those are the magic chords on ukulele. Guitar's G, C, D.
Yes, but whenever we do certain songs for guitar, I'll pull out the ukulele and show them, see how similar, if you ever get a ukulele, and how easy, it's the same finger frets in order to, not the same notes, but the same technique.
Yeah.
In order to play those notes, you have to get it so that you can get the nice clear tone in your strings. But when it comes to playing songs for like the bands and recitals, I usually don't. Because to me, like ukulele is a slower instrument. You can't just I'm sure you could just shred out on a ukulele, but it's supposed to be very laid back.
It's very accompaniment for vocals.
Yeah.
Really.
By just like you and yourself, or maybe you and another person, but yeah. So that's my answer for that one. Hope that helped.
Hope that helped.
Hope that helped you.
Great question, Stephen. Thank you so much. Next question. I said question.
Question.
Next question, y'all.
Next question.
Next question up in her. Tracy Johnson. Hashtag CrikeyPat. Hashtag KTMA. Another great episode. Thank you for answering my question. This one is for Angela from my wife, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Hi, Deb. Do you like Carole King or the Carpenters? She loves them. And as well as I can handle. And all I can handle is Metallica. Oh, yeah. Another great hard rock, very little pop music. Do you two tolerate one another's taste in music or actually grow to love it? Hashtag legendary RNA. Okay, so kind of a two-parter. Do you like Carole King and the Carpenters? Or the Carpenters?
Both. Yes. 100%.
All of the above.
All of the above. I do. I love the sound of their voices. They're great alto singers. So I always gravitated towards them as a kid. My mom had albums of them growing up. The Carpenters are Christmas music, everything. Just, yeah, it's all. Carole King, not so much, but I think we have one album of hers. But yeah, great songwriters, women, vocalists, just real earthy, hippie mama music.
Hippie
I
mama.
love it. But yeah, I do listen to some Carole King.
Well, all he can listen to is Metallica and hard rock.
I understand that
So,
too.
Do you tolerate one another's taste in music or actually grow to love it? I think love it is a strong word.
Yeah, I think not necessarily tolerate, because tolerate has a hint of aggravation.
Tolerate's like you don't like it, but you're going to sit through it.
Yeah, just because I love him. I love him more than being a butt and saying, "Will you turn that racket off?" But I do. I can appreciate the musicianship, or what is it? What word am I thinking?
Talent?
Yes,
or
the talent and
skill?
the skill and just the
Because you're not a Jeff Loomis fan, but you recognize, holy crap, that's like,
it takes a lot of talent.
it takes a poop ton of talent.
And there was one thing that Ryan said a while back that, like certain, let me clarify that. Certain heavy metal artists would be like the Beethovens of their time. Like this is like the
Bach,
classical
Mozart.
yes. Where the skill level is just
Paganini.
unmatched, where they are just doing things that no one has ever seen before with an instrument that's never been done. So, and I can appreciate that as someone who can appreciate music across the board, no matter what genre, vocal range, musicianship, a skill,
Execution of.
yes, I can appreciate that. So whenever, and there's also with a lot of music, because he doesn't listen to just anything. There's a set list, a set group of people that he just gravitates towards, and most of those songs I can listen to, and I'll sing along to. So it's not like I'm like, oh dear God, here we go again.
It's not like it's way outside stuff.
Yeah, no, it's very not generic, but mainstream.
Generic 40-year-old dad rock.
It's like mainstream.
Dad rock.
Is that right?
Mainstream's a better.
It's like very like across the board. Like most people would be like, oh yeah, I've heard that song. Like most people.
Most people enjoy some Led Zeppelin,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Most people. Some people don't. But
Right.
Yeah.
But I love Led Zeppelin, so I can listen to Led Zeppelin all day.
See, that's our common ground. Our common ground overlaps in Led Zeppelin. Or like,
And honestly, I can listen to Black Sabbath too, like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, because it's that 70s like real, like edgy, but not like satanic.
they're still stuck in the blues.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
They
It's
have
blues
that.
based.
Yes, very blues based, and I love that about them.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate the skill it takes to literally.
It grooves.
They
groove.
created their own genre. They were like pioneers in a whole new genre that never existed, like ever. And I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
But Ryan with my music, no.
What? No. See, that's not where I was gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Enlighten
me.
I totally appreciate some of the songs you listen to. Let me explain.
Okay.
So I
That's
grew
too
up.
much. Just sum up.
Let me explain. I have to explain now.
Okay.
So I grew up listening to all kinds of music. Country music. I didn't love country, but we played it in the car. And there were some songs I used to sing all the time when I was a kid. Kick off my shoes and throw them on the floor. Dance on the town. Louisiana Saturday Night. Whatever it was. There was like, I'm like,
Alan Jackson.
Alan, was it?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I can't remember.
Alabama. There was a lot of Alabama going on.
Oh yeah, we listened to a lot of Alabama.
So there's like songs you just sing it because you're a kid and you're like, all right. And then like I really liked me some Prince back in the 80s. I was like, this guy's awesome. I'd sing Prince stuff. I mean, I didn't know what I was singing. That was the one thing. I'm like, now I'm like, whoa, he's so dirty.
You can be mine.
So risque. Like, man, I loved me some certain things. I just remember as a kid, and even when I hear them, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Listen to some Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
your sister did, anyways.
Yeah, you don't know how. So I had to. I like Janet Jackson. I was like, yeah. I like some Michael Jackson.
We are part part of the Rhythm Nation.
Oh man, I used to play the crap out of Thriller, like that whole album. Play the crap out of it, right? So, and I love classical music. Love me some classical music. So.
But he's not listing anything that I listen to, like really listen to.
Right. Well, so no, let me finish. I'm laying the groundwork.
Okay.
Laying the groundwork. So.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is, there's a lot of music that I like that's not hard rock and metal.
Okay.
Right? So I have appreciation for a lot of stuff that's not hard rock and metal. So some of the songs you like, I like too.
Yeah, but I don't. That's not my music. Everybody listened to that.
What's your music?
In the 90s. Like,
right.
But what is my go-to whenever I turn on Pandora, other than worship music? What is my go-to? I have 2 stations that I always play.
Oh, Billy Joel. And Elton John.
No, and Al Green.
Al Green. That's right. Hey, no, because you left it on the other day. I was in the shower. And there was the speaker. We have a waterproof speaker. Our viewers sent us with a package of stuff. I think it was Kenny Rogers.
It was
Kenny Rogers. You got this little speaker. It's waterproof. You can set it in your shower. And you had it going, and it was Al Green. And like you left, I mean, you were in the kitchen doing something. I was in there taking a shower, and I was just like, and I was like, oh man, what song? There's several songs that came out. I was like, it's a good song. Oh my gosh.
It's a good station.
Yeah, and I was like, the bass players, man.
They were legit.
They knew how to play.
They were legit.
Like Paul was born in the wrong era.
He was. I was thinking that exact same thing with Marvin Gaye on the way.
Gaye?
I was like, that bass player is tearing it up.
She was laying it down. It's probably a lady. It's probably what's your
That one lady that played for everybody back in the day.
I was like,
I was thinking that exact same thing on the way to Athens.
I was just in the shower. I was like jamming, shampoo in my beard. I was like, I like this. So there you go. I like this.
Okay. That's the kind of
good
music I actually listen to,
good
like all the
music
time.
is good
right.
music. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have some people that I'm not a big fan. I'm trying to think who it is. But I could listen to, you're on
Adele.
You were on an Adele kick for a while, and it was like, no, she's really good though. Like her songs could come on. I think it was just because she was overplayed by so many people. It's like, oh my god, how many times are you gonna play?
Hello.
Yeah, I've heard this.
It's me.
It became a meme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you're just listening to the song, it's like, yeah, she's good. But it's, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I more than tolerate some of your music.
I think I tolerate your music more than you ever have had to tolerate my music.
Well, I drive most of the
time.
time.
My music is loved by like all of America.
All of America loves Metallica.
And your music is loved by patches of America.
The important patches. The patches that matter.
Texas.
Metallica fans.
Give me fuel,
Right.
give me fire.
Alter Bridge fans.
Yeah.
Right? No. We don't fight over music.
No.
We don't fight over like
Oh goodness, no. We don't.
who
fight
controls
over
the
anything,
radio
really.
when we're driving.
No.
I mean, sometimes, but not
No,
usually.
we don't fight over it.
We don't. Well, we never fight over music. That's just silly.
Yeah.
It's just like when we're driving a really long way. It's like how much longer are you going to listen to this same song
Nick Johnson.
over and over? I'm like, I can listen to the same song 5 times in a row.
And over. And over.
So, anyways, I think we more than tolerate each other's music.
Yeah, I think we have a mutual respect for each other's music.
Yeah.
I think that's what it
I think
is.
so. I enjoyed the Al Green radio. I was jamming.
It
In the
is.
shower.
When Marvin Gaye comes on, you can't help it.
I'm
You're
like, yeah, man.
Hey.
Oh my
When I was
God.
driving into Athens, the Marvin Gaye song came on, and I was like, just like driving. And I was dancing. So if you saw me in Canton, I said Athens.
In Athens,
In
Texas.
Canton, I was coming into Canton, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep on dancing because this is good. And I was like,
It's my
hey,
jam.
like,
There's not any music like that going around anymore.
no, I wish there was.
They don't make it like that. Bunch of posers, but there's not any legit stuff going on. All right, next question. Oh, final question. Divided by time with the last question. Controversial Gibson question.
Oh God.
Gibson guitars controversy. It says, what do you think about the Gibson Juniors that cost $14.99? Is it worth that? $14.99. So those are the very stripped down, looking like Les Pauls. Like Billy Joe from Green Day plays one. Les Paul Jr.
Okay.
Real stripped down. Like it's half of a Les Paul. It's basically. $14.99. You know what? Is it worth it is a very good question. I did a video that actually has performed pretty well called Gibson Guitars. Are they worth the money? It's on, if I remember, I'll link it in the description below. You should go watch it if you haven't. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. And I basically came to the conclusion that if you think it is, it is.
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Dun, dun, dun!
Yeah, totally worth the money. That question depends on a lot of factors.
Depends on the person.
It depends on the person. That's really what it is. If it's worth it to you, it's worth it.
Don't you let anybody tell you different, girl.
I tell you one thing. Stuff is only worth what people are willing to pay. Mm-hmm. If and you're willing to pay.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So for some people, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's worth it for one person,
it's worth it.
It's worth it. One person paid that for it, it's worth it. Now, would I pay that much for one? Probably not. Not for a Les Paul Jr. I would not. I would totally pay $14.99 for a Les Paul Standard.
Mm-hmm.
For show. But I think the Juniors are actually kind of cool guitars. You know, I've played a couple. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a cool guitar. You know, what's his face? Mm-hmm. From the Dolly Rots. I forgot. Louis.
I didn't mean
Luis. It's Luis, not Louis. Luis. Luis from the Dolly Rots plays the Les Paul Jr. It's Luis.
Yes, Luis.
Luis.
Mm-hmm.
Not Louis.
Like that. It's so white guy.
Well, I am a white guy, Angela. What's the?
That's right.
I want to be respectful of his heritage. It's not Louis.
That's not being respectful of his heritage.
Is it? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Louis plays.
Anyways,
Les Paul Jr. Hey, he looks cool playing it, man. He pulls it off. That punk rock stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think that's necessarily outlandish for one. Really, honestly, like $2,400. Heck no, I don't think it's worth that. But you know, we're sub $1,500 for a USA Gibson. It's probably. I think it's probably about right on.
Yeah.
For a Gibson.
Right.
Because you paying for the name. When you buy a Gibson, you're paying for the name.
Right.
You just are.
True that.
So you could get a Schecter Solo 2 that's basically like a Gibson Les Paul Jr. for like, I think like $700 or something. And I'm like, don't quote me because I could be wrong. I might be wrong. I think I'm right, but I might be wrong. And I'm like, yeah, those are cool. But
I haven't seen him.
it depends on what. It depends.
It depends on the person.
It depends on the person. It's worth it for some folks, not worth it for others.
It's just like with anything.
Yeah.
If you did, crafting or boating or fishing or shooting or art or people are like, I would never spend that much money. Well, some people would, and that's okay. It's their money.
Absolutely. I was just thinking about when I used to work for Select Comfort. Sleep number beds. I used to sell sleep number beds.
Yeah.
I made the money. Woo! We were rolling. We were high rollers back then. And people would come in the store like, hey, they didn't know anything about the beds. Like, how much are these beds? I was like, well, we have queens starting at, $800 and going up to, $4,000. They're like, I'd never pay. That's ridiculous. I never pay $800 for a queen bed. That's just stupid. Right out the door. That's kind of how they sounded too. And I'm like, and then 10 minutes later, someone would walk in the door. Hey, how much are these beds? I don't even know. I saw the commercials. What do they run? What's the price range? I'm like, well, we have queens starting at $800, going up to about $4,300 if you want the swanky one. They're like, really? Well, that's more affordable than I thought. That's a pretty good deal. I'm like, yeah, I think so, for sure.
Yep.
Come on in, And so it's really funny. Two different people walk by. I'd never paid that much money for that. And someone else will be like, wow, that's really pretty good. That's better than I thought. Let me check them out. Yep. So that's just life. Every industry.
It is.
Yeah. So that's the final question. And we got to think of the hashtag. If you made it this far, this is probably the shortest Ask RNA in a while.
Yes, 15 minutes.
Maybe. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding me. There's no way. It could be.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's a
Something
record.
like that.
It's a record. If you made it this far in the video, secret hashtag of the day, if you'll type that down in your comment, that means you made it to the end, which is very impressive. And I'm impressed. And I like to see who makes it to the end, for sure. What's the secret hashtag of the day going to be, Angela? Hashtag, is it worth it? If you made it this far in the video, and you will achieve RNA legendary status, and you'll have our respect. And a comment that says legendary. Yeah, you're legendary if you made it this far.
Your comment legendary.
Your comment legendary.
Your legendary comment worthy.
Hashtag, is it worth it?
Yes.
It's totally worth it to become legendary, right? So, now if you have a question for next week, please type that down below. And we will try to answer that next week. As always, leave your comments to these questions. I love reading the comments. I appreciate them. Even the mega long ones. Sometimes there's multiple mega long ones. Thank you for taking time to do that.
Like reading your memoirs.
And share your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your memoirs in our comment section.
Ring the bell.
I appreciate it. All right. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate y'all.
Bing, bing.
It's been a long day. I can't even talk. And we will see y'all in the next video. Until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
You need the music.
And you need the music. We need to keep it alive for the next generation and current generations and for everybody.
Yes. And spark it back in the past generation.
Spark it back.
Hashtag.
We need to bring back some good music.
Yes, we do. What's going on?
Yeah, I think it's time for a revolution of music. I think it's time for a music revolution. Something new needs to happen.
You want a revolution? Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Kirk Franklin.
Oh, yeah?
You know
GP, are you with me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we having church. Ain't going nowhere. I don't like Kirk Franklin.
I do.
I kind of like some of it. I like some of his songs. We just listened to
when you teamed up with Kanye West, I was like, what?
We listened to a lot of Kirk Franklin when I was in a hip hop band, and we were driving to gospel gigs. There was a lot of Kirk. You talk about tolerating some people's music.
But you did like, what's his name? The other guy.
Yeah, not Kirk Franklin, the other guy. What was
I see his face.
Yeah.
Oh, almost got it. Red. We had a CD.
Was it a CD or a tape?
It was a CD.
CD. He was good.
He was the other worship leader guy that you liked.
He was like
Black choir.
He was like the second tier Kirk Franklin. He was like the B string. But I thought he was better. I always want to call him
TD Jakes.
It reminds me, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But he had the glasses, like the...
Oh, what was his name?
He wore the flashy suits and stuff.
It's gonna
bother me.
Oh, man. We're going to figure it out as soon as I turn the camera on. I liked him.
I did too.
He's good. It'll come to us it'll come to us later.
Yeah.
All right. I don't even know what we're doing.
We're signing off. We're making the video longer now.
We're making it too long. I'm going to edit all that out.
Okay, good.
Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye. So excited. So excited.
That's not your low.
It's not my low voice.
That's too low.
This is my low voice.
That's too low.
Your mom's name is mine now. Why'd you say that name? Your mom's the same as my mom.
Why'd you say that name?
I'm Batman.